Well, I think most farmers would have some sort of guidance system. I have the Trimble, maybe you have John Deere, maybe you have a Raven, I don't know. So probably most farmers would already be set up with that type of a system. And so there's not some huge upfront cost investment to try this out. And I think that's the beauty of this. You can try it out, see if it works on your farm, and I think there's some real savings to be made here. So my name is Brad Anderson. Our ranch name is Triangle Ranches. That mainly it is a wheat ranch here in Blaylock Canyon, west of Arlington. We also farm some farm ground south of Arlington, and then we have a cattle ranch in the Heppner area. My main job is I'm the farmer. I sit on the tractor. The main farm over here was homesteaded in 1888, and I'm a fifth generation farmer. So I came back here in 91, so I've been at it for 31 years. You're better off for the environment if you don't have to just broadcast spray. Chemical costs will continue to go up, and some of this stuff is hard to come by. You can't always get it. So it's a way to stretch the same amount of chemical over more acres, and you have efficiencies. If you're only having to mix one or two tanks where you used to have to mix 6 tanks, that takes time. You're hauling more water too. So I see a lot of time and cost savings with this type of a program. Well, what got me interested is how do we save some money? I mean, the chemical costs have just went through the roof, and the only way to really spot spray till now was to invest in a weed it system, which for a typical sprayer would be, might be $150,000 for a 100-foot sprayer. So the upfront cost just prevents most wheat farmers from doing that. Otherwise, you're spraying some pretty expensive chemicals over your entire field. It's like, no, wait a minute, we don't need to do that. We just need to spray the weeds. So with this type of system, it's a win-win. We just spray weeds. So I guess the doubts would be, is it actually going to be able to pick up the weeds that are on the ground, and how small? And from what I could see, it got something, it's picking up a lot of the small stuff too, not just the great big guys. And then, with technology, is it possible to get that map to talk to my Trimble system to make them all work together? And it did. So very pleased that everything worked together, the Agcopter and the Trimble. If I would have broadcast sprayed that field there, that would have been 800 acres, give or take. And when we got done, I'd covered 295 acres. So that's 500 acres I didn't spray. So 500 acres times 25 bucks an acre, you save $12,000 on one spray job. So for me, that's like, wow, well, that's good. This type of a system makes sense because I'm just not going to invest in a weeded system. It's just too much money. For chemfoul, your first spraying, you're probably going to do a broadcast spraying because you're going to have a lot of grasses out there. But a second or third spraying, a spot spraying, you're going to have weeds sprinkled out there like polka dots. Shoot, this should work well in the future, and there should be potential savings down the road. I don't see chemical cost getting cheaper. Nothing's getting cheaper, so this could be real beneficial to anyone spraying in agriculture for the foreseeable future.